This week's Studio One podcast, we've got a great sit-down interview. I, of course, am Cheyenne Ortiz. I'm joined 250 pounds. I hear you're going down to 241 3/4 pounds. 250 pounds of chiseled, svelte man, Joey Image, that image guy.
Good morning. Good. Hey, how are you? How are you, buddy?
This is the Truman Show. Good morning, good afternoon.
I think good evening is what I meant to say.
This is the Truman Show, Joey. What the hell's the matter with you?
A lot.
What's going on, man? How's your week going?
Not much, man. Good.
I didn't see you yesterday. I was lonely and crying like an Air Supply concert. Where were you, man?
Air Supply.
Have you ever seen Air Supply live?
No.
I've seen them 3 times.
They were jackboots. And like members only.
And black fucking gloves. Nail polish.
I mean, oh my god.
They put on an awesome show, those Australian guys.
Where did that name? How did you even come up with that name?
Air Supply. You don't like Air Supply?
No, I know, but how did you where did that come from?
Are we gonna get copyright issues for me singing?
That's the actual that's the song that Virgil uses for his video.
Oh, it is.
Did you see his video? His F Money video?
His F Money video?
Oh, it's amazing.
Well, did you? Oh, real quick, because we were talking Twitter last week. Did you hear about the Twitter beef with Virgil and Xavier Woods?
Yes. You've done a good job, son.
Yes.
What did he say? He's like, yeah, actually, you're not my father.
He's like, you're not my father.
You told me I would never make it because I'm black.
Yeah, like.
I don't understand. What is that? Just a rib? I don't get it.
Apparently, that is in fact a true story. Virgil was at the big House of Glory show too the other night, where they had Mysterio in red and all the other things. I heard he was backstage.
Really there?
Yes, he was. He was actually on his Twitter.
Was he booked?
No, he was just there trying to get that F money. He was in Brian XL's car. I saw that on.
Did he set up a table in the middle of the ring during matches to get the sell
Wrestling superstar? I don't know. During intermission.
Superstar. Did you hear my solo podcast? He actually sang the intro for me for.
Really?
I don't know if it was the second or third episode. I forget.
I am behind. I'm only on the first one.
It's the F Money song.
The F Money song.
It's amazing.
The F Money song. Yes. I can't. So
it's on there. I don't remember which episode, but it's on there somewhere.
While I was here doing the Air Supply karaoke, crying over you, I scored an interview with All-Star Lou Torres.
Wow.
Fight for Flight champion, the first ever icon here in the Ace Nation.
Yes.
I got an interview with him, and it's one of the best interviews we've had. It was just me and him. I got him for a couple minutes. It's one of the best interviews we've had on the show, and he's got a lot of interesting topic points that he discusses. He's very open in his training. I did not know this. He's a Doghouse guy out of Brooklyn.
Out of Brooklyn, yes.
Yeah. Did you ever anybody? Did you ever go
I've
to
been
the Doghouse?
There. Yes.
You've been there.
I have been there when back when Latham was running things.
Explain the environment and what some of those kids had to go through. Because Torres did not have to go through it. He was only there for about 2 weeks. You know what?
I'll tell you a funny story about that building. The only time I was ever there.
Okay.
There was another show that was being run there by some Mambo guy.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yes, that one.
I know that guy.
There's only one. I don't even know if Mike might not even know. Mike Morgan might not even know.
No, he knows him. He knows him.
No, might not know the story.
Oh, the story. Okay.
See what I mean? This is what he said before about you cutting them off in the middle of things, and they didn't want to hear the rest of the story.
No, I'm telling you, he does that.
Yeah. So anyway, this particular promoter was running an event there using their building, and he did the flyers and everything, okay. And we get there, and there's literally no fans there. So wow. I still did my match. We did like 3 matches off the show, or quote unquote show. I still did mine. We put it on another show DVD as a bonus empty arena match.
Okay.
And then a couple weeks later, we figure out that he did all the flyers and advertising with the wrong date.
Wow.
So no one showed up because of that.
Wow.
Yes.
And you had to have a Funkin' Lawler.
Yes. My eye.
Was Lance Russell just
That's one of my favorite. You don't want to watch that line. I'm tired of this shit. Watch your language.
Was Lance Russell standing there like, what the hell's going on right now?
You know what the funniest thing is? Like, Lawler came in with his jacket.
With the whole gear.
His coat and his cape.
Even in his book, he's like, I don't know why the F I showed up in my whole gear.
So funny, though, but I love that.
And he's there out of the doorway like a great 80s movie. No, that was a 70s shoot, Funkin' Lawler, right? Yeah.
But yeah, so the wrong date was on the flyer, so 0 fans showed up. I still worked, 110%. Still got paid.
Good, always good.
And yeah, it was on the DVD billed as a bonus empty arena match.
Wow. Okay. A bonus empty arena match, only in the Indies.
Yes,
I got to talk to Lou. He was also trained by Johnny Rodz, who was a predominant.
I thought you were going to say he was also in a bonus empty arena.
Not that I know of. I didn't ask him that, but he was also trained by Johnny Rodz, and he probably gives the best look that we've had so far, because Asher Morales was also trained by Johnny Rodz. Yeah. He gives a great look at his training over there at Gleason's gym.
Johnny Rod's a great guy.
Very nice guy.
I had the honor of hanging out with him for a night.
And he also Johnny was still active in the training as opposed to now, so he tells a lot of good stories there.
Yeah.
And a little bit of not a fallout, but tells about when he started branching out to other promotions.
Yeah, they went their own way, several ways.
And he also talks about what his goals here on this run at Ace, and he also names a very interesting person, somebody that via Twitter, and if you don't have me, it's Cheyenne Ortiz _, at Twitter, Cheyenne Ortiz _ the person, Lou Torres, one little spoiler, would like to face here in Ace.
Me?
No, not you.
Right.
Not you. Not you.
Get me nervous.
You picked your bones a long time ago. You're an icon. Let's leave you out of this. But he wants to take on Stockade, believe it or not. That's his dream opponent. The Devil's
Stockade's
Outlaw.
known for not treating people very well.
Oh,
so.
have you seen the nonsense he's put me through on Twitter?
I responded to it.
For.
You didn't see me. I said it on Twitter. I'll say it here. Whatever he does to you, I can't. I'm hurt, man. I can't.
Believe it or not,
I'm running out that door.
Believe it or not, I understand why you feel that way. But my lawyers told me that I cannot engage.
I mean, I'm no stick figure. Stockade's for me.
No, I cannot engage in any activity of any kind with him.
Well, I'm not engaged, so that's all right.
I will not tolerate such poppycock coming out of his mouth.
Cock coming out of his mouth?
No, poppycock. What? That's what it is. It's just negativity.
Blank a doodle do.
I do my yoga. I do my meditation. I go on my spiritual retreat. My DDP yoga.
Okay, good.
I do my spiritual retreats. I don't have time for this verbal assault that I'm getting from.
It's not even verbal. He's typing it. That's not verbal.
No, it's
unless you're so terrified of hearing it in his voice.
This literary assault that I'm going.
Literary sounds like he wrote a book.
I don't
despairing you.
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would. He said he would skin my face and wear it as a hat. I was like,
I missed that part.
This is not Con Air. I don't have time for this.
I don't think I was tagged in that tweet. I may have missed that one.
But
I did respond and said, look, whatever he does, if he.
Yes, I saw that.
If he attacks you while we're in here, I'm running the other way, man.
While I was doing the interview with Lou Torres, you were doing stuff for your YouTube page.
Yeah.
What stuff do you have coming up besides the new Joey Image podcast?
Well, we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah.
I'm doing a solo show now. I planned on doing it once a week.
It's
YouTube.com/Joey Image.
It's Joey Image, not the Image guy? Okay.
I plan on doing it once a week, but I'm still within my first 2 weeks, and I've already got 6 episodes out.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, you do them when you feel like it, right? There's no schedule.
Right. At least once a week is what I'd like to stick to. So whenever I feel like talking, which is all the time, I'm Italian, I just talk. In fact, like I said, episode 6 came out today. But yeah, it's just me and what I think, and I don't know why people even listen to it, but people.
I enjoyed the first episode very, very much.
I don't even. What was the first one about? I don't remember.
Oh wow, that was already 3 weeks ago. My brain's
2
not
weeks
even,
almost.
That's my brain's not there, man. My brain's not there, dude.
I know this week.
Don't even ask you what I ate today.
This week I did one late Tuesday night about Tough Enough. And I did one this afternoon, which was just a Q&A from a bunch of stuff people put on my Facebook.
I really enjoyed. You were one of the first guys to do the unboxings for WrestleCrate too. I was enjoying that. How's that?
Yeah, those really good, really good. Those guys are really good to me. They send me a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm a big tech nerd or tech geek, so I'm into like that whole monthly subscription box thing. Yeah.
Do you have Loot Crate as well, or just WrestleCrate?
Well, Loot Crate I got like 8 months of it, and then I canceled it. And I just got this month's again.
Why'd you cancel it?
Just because at the time, I just didn't have enough room to put all the little knickknacks and stuff like they were giving me. And the last couple boxes I got, I didn't feel were up to the value I was paying. Okay. Or were equal to the value I was paying, I should say. So, but I got a little tip off that this month there was a Breaking Bad Loot Crate exclusive. So I got this month's box, and then I opened it, and I already had the item.
Oh, okay.
Which means it's not Loot Crate exclusive.
No, because
which bothers me because this is now the 3rd month in a row that Loot Crate has claimed that something that they had is exclusive. Yet
someone else already.
The first 2 are being sold on Amazon. One of which was this shirt, actually.
Wow. By the way, Joey Image is wearing a Cobra Kai T-shirt, getting the gold.
It's a mashup shirt, Cobra Kai and G.I. Joe.
That's right, getting the gold
the Cobra symbol.
The gold star of Badism goes to Joey Image today.
But so this is the 3rd month in a row that supposedly Loot Crate had an exclusive that was not exclusive being sold somewhere else online. And it wasn't even like it was a third-party seller selling it that got it in a Loot Crate box. It was Amazon. So I may go back to Loot Crate eventually. I may not. But
what other stuff do you have coming up review-wise on your channel?
I got some... Like I said, I'm a tech guy, tech geek, I should say. So I do product reviews for a company called Satachi. That's not them. So they send me stuff once or twice a week, and I use it for a week. I do a review of it, and I send them the link, and it goes on my YouTube. So I've got 2 of those videos coming up that I still owe them, that they're still asking me about.
That's a good deal.
One of them I'm like 4 weeks late on, and they email me like twice a week, like, hey, did you do that thing yet? And I go, yeah. But when I had my Windows 10 debacle, I lost the video. So I emailed them like Monday and
do you have that new Amazon thing that I see in the commercials, the big giant cylinder?
Yes.
How's that going?
Amazon Echo, I do. That thing's awesome.
Is it?
I just wake up and go, Alexa, play something relaxing, and it hits like some kind of jazzy stuff or music or whatever.
Is it a maid or a robot? Which is it, Joey?
It's a giant cylinder.
Wow.
No idea.
So it's a man.
It doesn't do anything for me.
So it's a cross-dresser.
It doesn't physically do anything to me.
Is it a Caitlin or is it an Alexa?
It's not a Bruce. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Alexa's a woman's name, I think. So.
Not in Germany.
Well, I'm in the U.S. I'm in New Jersey. So.
Das findet man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. So.
I got one for you.
That thing's great.
I got one for you. You ready? Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I just want to make sure you're ready.
I'm ready.
Nancy Benoit.
Okay.
Luna Vachon.
Okay.
Deborah McMichael. Go.
I married Deborah McMichael.
No, not fuck, kill, marry.
Oh.
You got to put one over in the Hall of Fame.
Oh. Well, I was going to say I married her because she's still alive. It's a lot easier to marry a chick when she can walk down the aisle with you.
That normally helps. That normally helps.
What is it now? What?
You got to put one over, put one in the Hall of Fame, and fire one. Luna Vachon, Nancy Benoit.
Put Luna over.
And Deborah McMichael.
Put Nancy in the Hall of Fame, fire Deborah.
Really? That seems to be pretty unanimous. Uncle, oh no, what we have to disagree on.
I love Luna. She's amazing.
What's yours? I want to know. What's yours?
She was.
Put Luna in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I'll fire Nancy because it doesn't matter because she's dead.
Well, so is Luna.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but so is Luna, but yeah.
But
and we'll put over Deborah.
But there's people in the Hall of Fame that are dead, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, legends never die, from what I hear.
Nope, they just get inducted.
Yeah, or they just never get inducted, and then the keyboard warriors complain about it. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Paul Roma.
I got a great Paul Roma story.
Eric Watts.
Which one?
Dwayne Gill. Bill Watts' son.
Okay. Or Dwayne Gill?
Dwayne Gill.
I got to put over Paul Roma just because of the Horseman relation.
Okay.
Even though I don't know who the hell booked that.
Okay.
Not that I could do better, but Paul Roma, fired Dwayne Gill, and then put over the third guy, whoever the third guy was, Eric Watts. Because of his relation to his father. Okay. I thought you meant Eric Watts from Tough Enough with the afro.
No, not him. But we're going to get into Tough Enough before we go into our interview here. What's your Paul Roma story? I got to hear it.
All right, so I did remember. I don't even want to mention the guy's name, but there's a certain promoter in this state who's never left his house. Mike knows who I'm talking about, I'm sure. So he did a convention back in 2005 that I had a part of. I had a table or whatever. I sold 8x10s or whatever.
Okay.
They were big name stars from 10 to 12, and then there was a break from 12 to 1, and then there was 1 to 3.
Okay.
So, and they were like, Heenan was there, like Harley Race was there, Honky Tonk was there, Valentine. They were like some legendary dudes. Paul Roma was booked from the 12 to 2. I'm sorry, it was
from the bigger name session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was booked from. It was 10 to 12, and then separate guys came in from 12 to 2. So he was booked for 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12 noon. Never shut up. So no one knew what was going on. He just didn't show.
Okay.
Supposedly he was at the hotel, but the guy running it for the other guy that didn't leave his house didn't know where he was. Okay. So we were like, all right, whatever. Guess he's not coming. So. So, I don't remember who the other guys were. Paul Roma and like 3 other guys or 4 other guys. And then the second session is when Honky and Heenan and Harley were there. So, I'm at my table, which is in the corner of the room. There's 2 rows of tables. So, opposite my row is the first row next to the wall. And then the center was all open where fans could walk and stuff.
Okay.
So, we're all just doing our thing. And like... I don't know, 1:30, Paul Roma walks in. In street clothes.
Oh.
Goes up to the table at the front where all the stars are and gets everyone's autograph and leaves. So me and a guy that used to work here, PVO, and Chris Rockwell, they came over to my table and they're like, did you just see Paul Roma come in here? And I go, I thought I did, but the guy that I saw was just in like a jeans and a jean jacket or whatever. And he got everyone's autograph and left. And they're like, yeah, that was him. I'm like, does he know that he was booked at like 10 in the morning to be here? Like, I have no idea, but he didn't show up for that. He just came in and got his own autographs and left.
And that was it?
That's it. That's my story, yeah.
Wow.
It was amazing to see.
Did he get any repercussions at all?
I don't know. I don't even know if the guy, the no house leaving guy, even knew about what happened or what. But it was the funniest thing I ever saw. Like, I could see if he
Honky
just
Tonk Man didn't go on one of his tirades for that?
not that I recall.
Okay.
I could have seen if he just no-showed. But to come in and get everyone else's autographs
and
then left, yeah. This was the same day that I got drunk with Balls Mahoney at 9 o'clock in the morning.
How did that go for you?
It went awesome, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I was setting up my stuff, and he was like, "Hey, Joe, come with me." I'm like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, "I don't know where we're going, but it's Balls Mahoney. Whatever, I'll just go." So we went to some liquor store down the street. It was in Summit, New Jersey. And he had no license, no registration. The car had no inspection sticker. I'm like, Jesus, I'm going to get locked up with you. It's the greatest day ever. He's like, oh, well, your indie price can go up then. I'm like, yeah, it'll go from 0 to what, $10?
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, it was a fun day. But Paul Roma was just awesome that day.
How did you get Virgil, aka Xavier Woods' father, to sing that song for you on your podcast?
I didn't. I took it stole it from his video.
Oh, okay. Well,
he did a video where he's wearing
Why is he allowed to do anything?
Hold on, he's wearing Christmas tree garland around his neck, a giant St. Patrick's Day, a green top hat thing, and he's singing. It's amazing. He was singing "I'm All I Love and So Lost Without You."
Oh,
that
awesome!
But he was singing about "F money, I need you."
It
was awesome.
I am no longer an Air Supply fan. Thank
you. but you are a newly found Virgil fan.
Now I'm a newly found. Yeah, I'm a Virgil fan up until about '92, and I don't think he's a fan after that either.
Was that when he did the $1 Million when him and Piper were buddies?
That was '91 for 7.
And he
right after he had the facial mask, fell out.
Oh, remember that? Yeah. The Undertaker mask?
Yeah, the original Cody Rhodes mask. The Cody Rhodes mask, yes. The original one.
Oh, that was amazing.
F Virgil is
Dashing.
Dashing Virgil Rhodes.
Well, there was a Virgil Rhodes, unfortunately.
There was, unfortunately. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to get into our interview with Lou Torres. Later on, we're going to talk SummerSlam recap, the weekend. We're going to talk how it was for you here, for me there. We're going to talk Collision Course and a couple other things in between, and hopefully no one will harass me on Twitter in between that time. You're listening to Studio One. Always want to be a professional wrestler? Then learn now. Do you want to be a wrestler, manager, commentator, or anything in the business? Then come join the Ace Pro Wrestling Academy. 67 Hathaway Street, Wallington, New Jersey. Learn from the best to be the best. The Ace Pro Wrestling Academy is open. Ace for life.
Wrestling fans, this is Joey Image, your Italian hero, and I am here to announce the grand opening of my brand new ProWrestlingTees.com t-shirt store. Check it out at ProWrestlingTees.com/JoeyImage. Every shirt, $20. Super affordable. You can skip your Starbucks drink for a day and buy a shirt, please. And all proceeds go to the Joey Image Retirement Fund. Again, ProWrestlingTees.com/JoeyImage. Thank you very much. Buy the shirt!
On September 5th in the Morgan Junior Arena in beautiful Wallington, New Jersey, American Championship Entertainment proudly presents Collision Course. In the main event, Ace Heavyweight Champion TJ Marconi goes one-on-one with former champion Vince Steele. In 6-man tag team action, Hollywood Enterprise with Mike Lewis at ringside face off with Andrew Tiny Johnson and Ace tag team champions Mike Donovan and Ricky Richards. Azrael goes one-on-one with Ricky Reyes in a strong style showdown. That and so much more. Ace Pro Wrestling proudly presents Collision Course on September 5th in the Morgan Junior Arena in beautiful Wallington, New Jersey. For tickets, please go to aceprowrestling.com.
This week's sit-down interview on the Studio One podcast, I am joined by longtime wrestling veteran here on the Northeast scene, Lou Torres, All-Star Lou Torres. It's good to have you here, sir.
Thanks. I think it's an honor, man.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you took the time. You were training today here at the Ace Arena. You train here very, very frequently on your off days and stuff like that. You are not just a veteran of Ace, but the wrestling scene as well. Not many people know that. A lot of people, you kind of have the look of not a rookie, but you always have the look of someone not as experienced as you actually are, and that's something I want to talk about, your experience. First of all, getting back into Ace and to more frequent wrestling, how are you feeling these days?
Feeling great, man. We just had our last show a couple of weeks ago. I was in the 3-way with Azrael and Sonny Kiss,
which was a great match at Ice Meltdown.
Thank you. It was phenomenal to be back at the ring. It was phenomenal to just see the fans' reaction when I came out, and was a great match. Unfortunately, I didn't walk out with the title, and
No, but you gave, since you've come back, your performances are still up to par. You're still very enjoyable to watch. You still haven't missed a beat, and you're still a bumper machine. And I've known you for a long time, and you are really at the apex of your game. I feel like, that's just my opinion. Now, something that I talked about just a few moments ago. How long have you been wrestling now?
actually, I've been wrestling. November makes 10 years.
Wow! And you were trained by?
It's a funny story because I originally started in 2001.
Okay.
In the Doghouse,
Okay.
back in Brooklyn and Cyprus.
Explain to people, because this is the first time the Doghouse has come up. Well, Donovan touched on it last week, but explain to the Ace Nation and to those who may not know what the Doghouse is and what it was and the things you may or may not have had to have gone through.
My tenure at the Doghouse didn't last too long because I started at 15. The story of getting into the Doghouse, me and my father was driving in Jamaica, Queens, and we saw the wrestling school there. My passion was to become a professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember where the area was, and I was familiar with that area, so I took the trainer one day. I'm very good friends with the Amazing Red.
Oh, okay.
Me and Amazing Red actually came up in the same neighborhood, and he was a very popular figure in our neighborhood.
Oh no, he's in Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx.
Yes.
Red has got, in the 5 boroughs, Red has got somebody everywhere, but in Queens alone, he's like an icon.
Well, actually Brooklyn's an icon.
Yeah, Brooklyn, right.
Because Brooklyn, me and Red actually lived 3 blocks away from each other.
Okay.
So we had a lot of mutual friends, and everybody who knew how passionate I was to become a wrestler always mentioned me Red, and I was always curious of who this person was. Long story short, we actually ran into each other in Funkoland, if you remember.
Oh wow, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Funkoland, because we had a couple of friends that worked there, so
Which was like the pre-running game store in the Northeast. Before EB, before GameStop. Funkoland was the video game store in New York, man.
Yes, so...
oh my God, with the neon lights and the whole counter was glass. I'm having an acid flashback.
I had a friend that worked there, and his friend, who was also was the manager at the time, his wrestling name was Delirious, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
And they had their own little clique with them. The SATs, Brian XL.
SATs, Brian, Red, Delirious. There's 2 more.
I believe that was Quiet Storm.
Quiet Storm.
Quiet Storm was another.
There was another, the taller guy.
I can't remember that far back, but they had their little clique.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7.
So long story short, Red told me about, Red appreciated my passion. He gave me some advice. He told me check out the Doghouse, this and that. So I checked out the Doghouse. I met a couple of people from there, Low-Key, Homicide, Dan Moff, when he was actually as a tag team wrestler, when they were the Hit Squad.
Correct.
I went to my first indie show in 2001 and was watching all of them working, Xavier as well. And
all those guys back in 01, I remember Red, Low-Key, Homicide. Moff was kind of wetting his feet a bit. Matt Stryker, that 01, 02 crew.
Exactly.
Was getting the traction before they became elsewhere.
And at that time...
which at the time, those guys ended up in TNA. I think Stryker from that class is one of the few that made it to WWE.
Yeah, but at that time, that's when the independents was hot. ROH.
Oh my God, because all the companies shut down.
All ROH wasn't around. That's what some of the ex-WCW and some WWF at the time employees were going to the independent scene.
That was when DDP was on flyers.
Yeah, so it was those days where you have it was cool to go to independent shows at that time. Because it was just so hot of all these fresh faces off television going to these local events. And this was before ROH started, before TNA, when there was no NWA, Total Non-Stop Action. So seeing these guys live, and that motivated me more to want to become a wrestler.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I joined the Doghouse. My visit didn't last there long. It was a lot of politics and a lot of BS bullshit involved there.
Who was running the Doghouse at that time?
From that time, it was Late Dawn.
It was Late Dawn, okay.
Yes. Late Dawn was a lot of politics and BS there that I kind of that was my first, honestly, real taste of the bullshits on the independent scene.
And it didn't make you quit?
It didn't make me quit. I took a step back when I was a kid. I focused more on graduating high school and, accomplishing that in my life. And I took a step back of wrestling at that moment. And I still kept in touch with certain people. And once I finished high school, then I focused on going to college. But as I was in college, my heart was always in the wrestling. I always wanted to. I didn't want to be at my age now to say I should have done this. I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to say I accomplished something. So I took a shot at going back. But by then, Doghouse was closed. I didn't want to go there. But that was the only school at the time I knew.
That you know about.
So I did my homework and Gleason's gym came about.
Wow.
Johnny Rodz. So I joined Johnny.
WWE Hall of Famer, by the way.
Yes. So to answer your question, my trainer was Johnny Rodz.
And what was Johnny charging at that time?
Johnny was charging. Johnny was funny when it came to charging people because he had his ways. I guess it was all about your first impression.
Okay.
If Johnny liked you, he'll give you a deal.
Okay.
If Johnny doesn't like you, he'll give you a crazy price.
Did you get a deal?
Yeah, I honestly did. I had a deal.
Okay.
Compared to a lot of other people, but the price they told me.
Okay. And can you reveal this number?
Absolutely. I paid $1,500.
Okay, so you paid $1,500.
Yes.
And normally it was.
We're talking about $4,000.
Wow.
Some people pay $4,000.
Wow.
So like
that are still wrestling today.
Not really.
Wow.
There's some people who pay $3,000. Depends. Like
who's left from your class that's still working?
Oh, my class. We have some people who work for other independents. One of my big names, if you want to say my class, was my old tag team partner who works at ROH right now. Mm-hmm. My partner Spartan, which he also know as Will Fernero.
Correct.
ROH. Mm-hmm. He's an up-and-coming star there. I'm very proud of him. And he was my tag team partner when we started the Indies together.
Wow. Okay.
Other names is there's George Santi, he's very familiar. Mm-hmm. Jason Cross.
Okay.
Logan Black.
Okay.
The last student I could say that who got taught the right way was Rude Boy Riley.
Okay, yeah, because he's a product of Gleason's, yeah.
Yeah, so
and he's in the Northeast, especially in that Long Island, New York scene right now. He's a hot name.
Yeah, he's a hot name, and I'm very proud of him, where he came from. Mm-hmm. How he first started. He paid his dues.
What was the training like at that time? Was Johnny active in the ring still? Because I know he's not to say he's more of a supervisor now, if anything else, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way at all. But was he still in the ring with you?
He was in the ring, not as much as maybe how he was maybe for the other boys, such as when he was training Taz, Tommy Dreamer, and them, the Dudleys, Stryker. But he was...
Well, he was in his 40s when he was training them.
Yeah, so, he was a little older. But he was still in the ring. He told, certain things. Believe it or not, at that time, we're talking about 10 years ago, for his age, he could still go doing certain things. He's a very good shoot wrestler. Okay,
yeah, no, well, he was Vince Sr.'s designated shooter.
Yep.
He was the guy that had to figure out who could and couldn't, and he was the guy that, he wrestled Bruno, he wrestled Hogan, he wrestled,
He wrestled a lot of people.
He's a lot of names, and he was the designated shooter for Vince Sr. to figure out who could and couldn't last in the business.
And honestly... I think he doesn't get enough credit, but
not at all.
He was the man who brought in Roddy Piper into the business.
Correct. Well, to the WWF rather. How long was your training?
Trainings where school would be open about 4 days of the week. It would always be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay. And Saturdays to me were the worst because school opened at 8. Okay. That's the training to start. I used to commit a lot to Saturdays because I used to go to school during the week. Mm-hmm. So Thursday, Saturday was my days, but Saturdays would be a 9 to 5. Okay, non-stop training. We're talking about we're doing squats, we're doing bumps, side bumps, rolls, and we're doing those about 4 hours into the day. Just that we haven't even gotten to shoot wrestling yet. Wow, and we're dead exhausted. But his philosophy to me. I wish a lot of other schools would have that today to teach the people the right way because his was the basics. Something that we are technically missing on the independent scene of how to tell a story, how to land properly, how to do a lockup. Yeah. And it was brutal because there was times when you mess up, you keep doing it till you get it right. And he taught us how to be natural. Yeah. Not to be scared, not to be stiff. Working with someone. And, he always told us, you got to remember, you're in a ring with someone. It's that's your dance partner. You guys are there to perform and put on a show in front of the audience. They pay to see you. And their goal is to make sure you guys connected and gelled together and put on a great match and protect each other. Most importantly, he was very big on protecting your partner.
Yeah. That's like the infamous story where he was training, where he was in the ring with, it was Damian Demento and Dreamer out of school, and one of them got busted open by accident, and because Dreamer stopped to check on, I think, Demento got bloodied, Rodz got in the ring and socked him.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, he socked him, and the concept was you never, that's the only thing you don't do is if I bleed, you bleed. You don't stop. You keep going. He was old school to everything that he did. What were some things that you got right away, or was there anything you got right away?
One of the things that Johnny was very big on me that he was impressed with was I would have to say my bumps.
Really?
Because I kind of learned them when I first started from the Doghouse. So I came in with a little something, and he was very impressed with all the other head trainers at the time. Mac Daddy Flex was there. I would say Santi was kind of a trainer too. Joe So Delicious was kind of there. Well, there's a few vets there that I respect that was trainers helping us guys out, and they were very impressed with my bones, how I land, and awesome. One of the things I had to work on was telling a story.
Okay.
Selling, making it believable. And that was something I always drilled in my head that if I'm in the ring performing, I have to make sure, I'm telling a story.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. Because there's people there that they get in the ring and it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah. How long till you had your first match?
It took me, based on my learning, because I was so desperate, I could put commitment to one.
Did you train the full year? How long into it?
It did take me a year to get to the ring. It took me about 3 months.
Okay.
3 months. I was thrown into battle royals.
Okay, because for those of you who don't know, Johnny does promote shows out here out of Gleason's at that. So you were in battle royals. When did you have your first singles?
I had my first singles. I would have to say about my fifth match.
Okay.
My fifth match, I had my first singles.
And how'd that go?
It went good.
Yeah. Who'd you work?
Who was the person? Oh man, I can't remember his name at the time. His name was Prince. I can't remember the guy's name.
And who won?
I was over my first match. It was a debut. It was good. It was simple. I mean, looking at it now, I think it sucked. Okay. Because compared to how I wrestle now.
Oh, I got well, I survived, so it must have been good.
I wouldn't even say
I got through it.
I wouldn't even say survive. I think I was very impressed of how I did things in the ring.
How long until you started branching out of other promotions? Because I know Johnny is very frugal about you staying with him for a little while. So how long was it until you branched out, and did he give you any problems for branching out?
Absolutely. I mean, he gave me problems because he wanted me to be loyal to him, but but I started picking up his game of how he works and how he books people. Okay. And I always felt that philosophy was wrong because it's one of the big problems we have also is, hate to say it, it's ticket sellers. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with ticket sellers if you're doing it for the right cause to help make money with you and the promoter. Correct. And that's what we're in this business for, to make money. Make money and, provide a dream and provide to chase this dream. So, but his philosophy selling tickets it was like if you sold 10, the other person sold 10, but if the other person sold 20, he'll get the championship belt at the next show. And he because then if he sold 20, he might sell 50 when he wins the belt. Exactly. And that was, to me, I always felt that was the wrong philosophy to have. Because I felt that's not the way you bring up. How far up the ladder did you get with Johnny before leaving or branching out? I was kind of fine when I was there. I just wanted to do matches. Okay. I didn't care about titles and none of that stuff. Okay. And my issue was I wanted to start branching out. Start putting my name out there because, I was just hungry and I just wanted to throw myself out there. And he had an issue with that. Okay. And I felt like, well, how else I'm going to get... What was your first outside booking? My first outside booking was Warriors of Wrestling. Okay. Well, okay. That's something we were warming up to. But so you go to Johnny and say, hey, I took a booking. Or how'd that go? When I joined Warriors of Wrestling, it was the promoter at the Federation had an issue with Johnny Rodz, and some of us from the Gleason days, the Gleason boys had issues with the way Johnny was running the shows, and we just wasn't happy because it felt like it just wasn't just about wrestling. It was more about popularity, and it was just kind of like BS already. And Warriors of Wrestling opened up. Took a shower there. I mean, I work for other places. I work for ICW.
For Jack Sabbath.
Yes, Jack Sabbath. That was like my second federation. Then came Warriors of Wrestling. I also branched out to WXW.
Okay.
To Samoans. I wrestled at NYWC maybe like
in
twice.
the earlier days?
Yes.
What's your relationship with Johnny like now?
Great. We never fall out. I mean, we had a disagreement.
You had issues, but you never...
No, because I'm always like, I have nothing bad.
Plus, he's the guy that trained you, and you're a very respectable guy.
You know, he was the person that gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
And took his time to actually help me, and I appreciate that. Regardless of we had our little disagreements on certain things, but I never shit what I came from.
Yeah. That's very important in the business. You know, to bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly.
So when did you feel like you were starting to get some traction? You were starting to get some notoriety. Now that you're taking all these bookings, when did you feel like, okay, I'm kind of getting somewhere? Be it in the ring or as a name, when did you feel like you were getting somewhere?
When I realized I was getting a name for myself, I noticed when I worked in WXW.
Okay.
I worked my last match I worked, that was in a tag match.
Was it for the Pennsylvania Fed or down in Florida?
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I was working a tag match. It was actually me and Rob Fury, and against Joe Harway.
Okay.
And a rookie Adam Cole.
Okay. Wow.
And me and Adam Cole, we tore the match up, and we had a nice opening, and the chemistry was great, and they wanted to do something with us down the line, and other things happened and get to there, and it's kind of crazy to find out that Adam Cole became Adam Cole, who he is today in ROH.
Major star.
We have a good friendship with Cole. You know, I mean, I know he's busy, but when he sees me, you know, surprised him, remembers me, and you know, we catch up and stuff like that. But he was a wonderful person to work with.
No, he's very. When I had the privilege of meeting him and working with him, he was very nice.
He was very humble. This is where it kind of was hitting me, where I knew I was climbing the ladder in years, when he was thanking me and like asking me what anything he did wrong, like questioning me, and I just felt like he was great. Little things to improve, but other than that, he was very a humble person with that attitude. Look at the success he's in today in ROH. And who else I would have to say I worked with? That was it. I did a match with his what's the name of the guy in his faction? Mike
Not Bennett.
Mike Bennett.
Oh yes, Bennett.
Mike Bennett. Yes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting him and Bennett are a thing.
We had a tryout match for ROH.
Really?
Yes. That's where I realized how my name was getting more out there. I got called for ROH, and people knew who I was.
Was Gabe running it? Cornette was running.
Yes, this was 2010.
Wow, so we're a little bit more recent now. Okay.
Yes, we're in 2010. Cole was there. I was there. Bennett was there.
What happened to that?
It went good. They picked who they felt at the time.
Okay.
To do like the dark matches and stuff like that, and I guess they follow more with them. I mean, Adam Cole had a very big popularity in CCW, and I know CCW always had a good relationship, so you know he got the ladder a little bit more faster based on it's all about who you know in the business.
When do you feel like what was the first moment as a wrestler for you that you felt like you kind of I made it? Like when did you know that you were doing something, when you got everything right?
What I realized, I know I don't want to say perfect because no one's perfect. When I felt like I knew how to control the match and everything is actually when I came to Ace. Okay. When I came here to Ace, and I came here to Ace in 2010. Okay. Back in Union City. Yeah. At the arena.
At the old building, yeah.
So I got my few licks in at the arena before, things happened.
Again, the Ace Arena in Sip Street is hallowed ground for those of us. Talk about some of the matches and people you worked there, and what are some of the matches you remember having and standing out at the old arena? Did you work all three floors, or did you only work the first one?
I would have to say I believe the first one is the one with the flags and stuff, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yes, that was yeah. Okay. Because I came in towards the end. When we kind of went from there straight to here in Wallington. Okay. The two matches I remember that stood in mind was me and my partner sparring. was our last tag match together at the Dynamic Express when we wrestled against the Midnight
Sensations?
Midnight Sensation,
Okay.
yes. I was Midnight Sensation. And we tore it up. It was phenomenal. Like, that match, everybody in the back said that was the best match of the night. We just tore it up. And first time ever working with them, never met them, and just, I felt we connected well, and I was hoping we could do some more business together and some magic, but, you know, things happen, and fortunately...
Did you work for any of the other federations that came through the Ace Arena? Did you work for MBW or anything like that?
The match before, you could say I got picked up by Ace full time. I forgot the name of the fed, but I know Dan Payne was running it.
Okay.
I wrestled a 3-way with Rob Fury and Jason Cross.
Okay.
And during the match, as I show you here, Jason Cross caught me with a running elbow, Luger style, and busted my whole chin.
Wow. Okay.
Bear in mind, we have like 6 more minutes into the match now, and a 3-way.
Okay.
Now I'm like just gushing.
Okay.
So after the match, you know, I go to the back, everybody's like saying, whoa. You would do it like someone stuck a knife in me. That's how open it was.
Okay.
For some reason, I guess I didn't need stitches.
Okay.
I was lucky, thank God. Cleaned it up, you know, I put some cream on it, you know, just fixed everything up, and went home, went to the hospital that following night, did the rest of there. And then after that, Mike Morgan was very impressed with my ring work. And I guess Mike Morgan was impressed with my toughness.
Okay.
I could just be in a match with a bloody chin and just continue working. And he put me to the side, we talked business, and we talked about coming here.
Okay. Now, the All-Star Lou Torres, as a character, who do you look to for that? Because you come out, you're one of the superstars here that try to get every single bit of excitement that you can out of the Ace Nation. Who are some of the people that inspired you to not just become a wrestler, but kind of you look to create that all-star character?
I would have to say, well, first of all, me getting into wrestling, like, I was a big fan of mid-card wrestlers.
Okay.
But if I had to pick my favorite heavyweight during my time, I guess my late 80s or 90s, was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Awesome, yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage, I feel, had the total package. He had the it factor, the outfit, the ring work, his look. He wasn't the tallest, but he could sure go with anybody.
Yeah.
He was my Hulk Hogan. Because I couldn't stand Hogan. I wasn't a fan of Warrior. I was a fan of Warrior's look with the image, but that was about it. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon. Those guys had like those flashy, like you could say all-star characters with the glasses, the leather coats, the chains, and like they just had that it factor being. They had that cockiness,
and they fit with the time. I think that's another reason why this character goes with that era, this character goes with that era, because they fit the time. And I think that's why Hogan, Savage, Warrior was so good for the 80s, that flashy over the top. And you go to the 90s, they just really connected to that era. When you look at that same list of people, everybody identifies with their decade.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what the top stars.
And so I'm glad you brought that up, because like the gentlemen I mentioned, they fit with that 90s attitude.
Yeah. And
just the package of how evolved the 90s had become at that time. And
I'm a huge fan of mid-card guys. What mid-card guys did you like? Because I'm a huge mid-card fanatic.
Oh, man. We could go about just that alone. We could go about an hour.
I'm curious to know really who else was in the
Ricky
mid-card
Steamboat.
Because nobody ever here, they always go for a big tier name. So who else from mid-card?
Ricky Steamboat.
Okay.
Mr. Perfect. Tatanka, believe it or not.
No, great worker. And a nice guy.
Awesome guy. Bam Bam Bigelow. I was more of a WWF guy.
Okay, during the war.
But I also, WCW had some good stuff. Like, my favorite WCW wrestler of all time is Sting.
Okay.
Sting was my ultimate warrior.
Were you a Mark Merrow, Johnny B. Bad fan at all?
I hated Johnny B. Bad.
Really? But did you like Mark Merrow?
I hated both of them. I felt Mark Merrow was kind of useless in '96.
Okay. I always ask that question to mid-card fans because it's always a mixed reaction. Everybody's answers.
Jake the Snake Roberts was another one I love. IRS.
Were you a Rick Rude fan?
I love Rick Rude. Rick Rude, I felt should have been.
IRS, who doesn't get any credit to me.
IRS is awesome.
Zero credit.
I was a fan of IRS even when he was
Mike Rotundo. Yeah, great worker.
Varsity Club.
Yeah, Varsity Club with Sullivan.
Kevin Solomon.
Yeah.
Like, they were great. Those.
Now, you've always been in the Fight for Flight division here at Ace, and it's funny because you mentioned mid-card superstars, and I think it's kind of reflective to what you're going after here. What are some of the things that separates you from some of the other members of the Ace roster and the Fight for Flight division?
What separates me is the fact that I was the first Fight for Flight champion.
Correct.
I'm number one. That's in the history books.
Correct.
I can brag that to the day I die. I was number one. I'm the first.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think what separates me from everybody else is what I bring to the table, from my appearance to my entrance, my interaction with the Ace Nation, to what I do in the ring. I believe I'm the best wrestler in this company.
Wow. And as the inaugural, that's a pretty bold statement, which we'll get to again. As the inaugural Fight for Flight champion, who were some of the competitors that you had to go toe to toe with at the time, and name some of the matches and defenses you had to go through?
A lot of guys. Too Hot Steve Scott, Josh Glide, Blake Morris.
Yeah.
Blake Morris, Giovanni, Azrael recently.
Yeah.
Azrael was someone I actually looked up in the independent scene, and it was an honor to be in a match with him. Believe it or not, Sonny Kiss impressed me.
No, Sonny Kiss is one of the hottest entities in the Northeast right now.
Sonny Kiss has total package. He has what it takes to make it and make a name for himself, and he has the title right now. And I just hope he takes the ball, run with it the right way.
Yeah.
But some of the individuals I just named, they were tough.
Who are some of the people that you wish now at this run of being Ace Lockman that you hope to compete against?
I would love to work with Mike Donovan, Rob Vegas, Azrael. I like what he brings to the table, and I think we could do some action together. But my number one I actually want to wrestle with would be Stockade.
That is an interesting choice, and I would have never guessed that. Why would you want to get in the ring with the Devil's Outlaw, who is one of the best performers we have right now?
Because of his ring, the way he works in the ring, his accomplishments in A's, and he's the best guy right now. He accomplished so much, and he is called the Devil's Outlaw for a reason.
Yeah.
And I would like to become the new Outlaw and take that throne away of, like I said, I want to be the best, and to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah.
Stockade was definitely high on my list. Rob Vegas is another one. Up-and-comers also here, like Alvin's another one I like to work with.
Alvin Alvarez.
I actually like to work. I would like to work the big guys.
Really? Well, it's a nice contrast, and I think when you're in a different element, that's when you showcase yourself very, very well. Now that you're kind of between singles matches in the Fight for Flight division, you just touched on you would like to take on the Devil's Outlaw, Stockade. Now, Lou Torres, the inaugural Fight for Flight heavyweight champion. So many great matches that you put on at the old Ace Arena, plus here in Wallington. You put your body on the line here for Ace. What is the end goal for you this run in Ace? What is it that you wish to accomplish? Is it a match against someone? Is it a title? What's the moment that you're looking for at this point in your career here in Ace?
Looking to work with the best that's here now, and whoever comes through the door to come to Ace. A dream match I would like to work with, and I hope he's listening, would be Jay Lethal.
Wow.
Because Jay, is the man.
Yeah.
And I personally feel that's a dream match I would like to work with. And I hope that can happen within time. And my biggest goal while I'm in Ace is to become the first Grand Slam winner.
You mean the Triple Count?
Grand Slam to win every title.
Wow.
The tag, the diamond, the Ace heavyweight title.
Wow.
Because I already won the Fight for Fight.
If you were to tag with somebody, who would it be? If you were to form your own tag team with someone, who would it be?
Funny about the tag teams, because I've started in Ace kind of at a tag team.
Yes, you did.
All-Star Sensation with Stan Styles.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, that didn't work out for numerous reasons. But to pick somebody right now to be my tag partner, the Ace heavyweight champion,
TJ Marconi. You would want to be partners with. I see it and I don't see it. Explain that logic to me.
I saw his last match, and I think he worked great against Vinny. And So he has a good package. He kind of reminds me of Kevin Nash.
That's a very consistent comparison that I hear between him.
People compare me to Shawn Michaels a lot.
I've heard that as well.
And it's funny, I ask myself these questions if I was ever in a tag team situation, if I had a former tag team. First person I would like to grab right away would be him.
Marconi. Wow. And if you had to take the title from Marconi, how would you fare in that one?
He's a big dude, so I would just have to give it my all, use my speed and my quickness to use my advantage.
Yeah. Coming up, you're going to be here for Wrestling Rescue. Coming up, you're going to be here for Collision Course as well. What are some of the things you're looking to showcase to the Ace Nation in the ring?
Just to show, I'll be wrestling this Saturday, Saturday night against Sunny Kiss. And I just want to show why I'm called the All-Star, why I'm the best. Okay.
Now, real quick, this is a game that we play here at the Studio One Podcast, and I'm going to do this with you because you're a mid-card fan. Are you familiar with the game Kill, Marry, Fuck?
No.
You are not. Well, I'm going to give you 3 names. And instead of killing one, marrying one, or having sex with one, you got to put one over, put one in the Hall of Fame, and fire one. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you 3 names. Here we go right now. You ready? Ricky Steamboat, Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude. I gave you a tough one. I'm giving you the tough ones here. I asked the tough questions, damn it. That's why I'm a broadcast journalist.
Really? You're
out of your mid-card favorites, who would it be?
To put in the Hall of Fame.
One's in the Hall of Fame. You got to lose to one, do the job, and you got to fire one.
Hall of Fame, do the job, kill it. Oh man, I hate you. I personally will put Rick Rude in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Beyond deserving. I just spoke to Jim Ross about that.
Rick Rude's in the Hall of Fame. I will put over Ricky Steamboat.
And you would fire Kurt Hennig.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Hogan, Warrior, Savage.
Savage Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Put over Hogan.
Okay.
Fire Warrior.
Wow. Fire Warrior. A lot of people. I'm hearing a lot of Fire Hogans when I'm playing in the car with everybody.
Well, Hogan was the X Factor.
That's true.
He was the train that made the business what it is today.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how Warrior is. So
yeah. That's also very, very true. Our guest this week for the sit-down interview, All-Star Lou Torres. It was a pleasure to finally get to talk to you and let the Ace Nation know about your history. All the best to my longtime friend. It's good to have you here. I'm very excited to have you back here at Ace, and I know nothing but great things are going to come out of you and your matchups.
Thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure for having you here. We're going to send it back to Joey and look at my side. Always want to be a professional wrestler? Then learn now. Do you want to be a wrestler, manager, commentator, or anything in the business? Then come join the Ace Pro Wrestling Academy. 67 Hathaway Street, Wallington, New Jersey. Learn from the best to be the best. The Ace Pro Wrestling Academy is open. Ace for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Harder wanting you to tune in to the Hardway HQ Podcasting Network, courtesy of the johnharder.com. Enjoy such podcasts as the Hardway Podcast, Nick and John Live New Jersey, and the Hardcore BF Podcast. Skits, segments, Nick and News, even a Stu Hart appearance, like you showed us. Check out the Hardway HQ Podcasting Network via the johnharder.com and through iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. On September 5th in the Morgan Junior Arena in beautiful Wallington, New Jersey, American Championship Entertainment proudly presents Collision Course. In the main event, Ace Heavyweight Champion TJ Marconi goes one-on-one with former champion Vince Steele. In 6-man tag team action, Hollywood Enterprise with Mike Lewis at ringside face off with Andrew Tiny Johnson and Ace tag team champions Mike Donovan and Ricky Richards. Azrael goes one-on-one with Ricky Reyes in a strong style showdown. That and so much more. Ace Pro Wrestling proudly presents Collision Course on September 5th in the Morgan Junior Arena in beautiful Wallington, New Jersey. For tickets, please go to aceprowrestling.com.
Fuck money. Fuck money, I need you. I need you to come. Come right in my way.
Welcome back.
Money. Fuck money.
Welcome back to the Studio One Podcast. We have just returned from Virgil's Alley. hearing the Fuck Money anthem.
He sang that for my show too. I was very much appreciating that.
Did you see his plug for his Virgil t-shirt?
Yes.
Which, by the way, since he didn't do it, is prowrestlingtees.com/Virgil because it's 100% cotton and 100% fuck money, so you get the best. But he didn't tell anybody. I'm not saying that. He didn't tell anybody where it was at, so you get the best of both worlds: 100% cotton,
Wait,
and 100% fuck money.
Did he pick the cotton himself?
Ah, Jesus!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just got the phone with Hulk Hogan. I had my
that Hogan word. Leave that Hogan word alone. Leave the Hogan word alone.
That was not. I'm just kidding. That was not funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I can bet you on Twitter somebody probably responded to him saying that.
No, Hogan held him down. You just got that tweet saying that Hogan was like his advocate. Hogan was like the Paul Heyman for black people in wrestling, apparently. Look what happened to Hakeem. With that being said, Hakeem's black. You didn't know that?
He's the only real African.
He's the only real African.
You know what the greatest thing about Hakeem was? The feud with Tony Atlas.
Yeah.
Tony Atlas doing Saba Simba, and they were doing those inset promos during the jobber matches.
No, the best part of that
Tony Atlas shows up and says, "I'm the only real African in the world."
The best part is when Piper's like, "That's not Saba Simba, that's Tony Atlas."
And that was like 4 seconds into his debut. He just showed up on TV.
Had to do it.
Didn't even get a ring
Tony
yet.
Atlas.
Oh,
he did that. I think that's why that gimmick died. And
Vince was like, "Well, he went back and found his roots."
That's why the gimmick died. Plus, it was Tony Atlas. With that being said, I love Tony and I love.
I still have that on VHS. It's great.
Have you ever had chitlins or bull dick
sir.
or anything?
I've
They serve
never
at
had
Legends House.
No.
Have you ever
I'm
had
good.
Mean Gene's right arm?
Holy balls!
No. You ever seen it? He's got the swelling arm. No, you have to see it. You don't watch Legends House. It's only $9.99. With that being said,
it also ended like a year ago.
But it's still real to me.
Yeah, it's still on there. They show it in memory of Piper now. I think.
Limited for what's the price?
$9.99.
Something like that. What did you think of the Lou Torres interview that we just heard?
I think it was very good, and he's got a lot of goals here. The Grand Slam thing, the tag team thing. He wants to beat up Stockade, I heard.
I don't think he'll beat him up.
I heard him say he wants a piece
That's
of him.
the guy. He thinks Stockade
I don't know
is
does he know what Stockade just did to El Profe?
Well, I mean, if you were listening to
Astro,
you had to get it in there. If you were listening to our one of our previous episodes 2 weeks ago, you would know that one of the things he had to endure was being hung upside down. He had to.
I was on the episode. If I was listening to it, I was at his house.
I'm saying
with you,
if he was. No, you were here with me.
Oh, I thought you said if you were listening, meaning me. I thought.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know if he knows what he's getting into. Asking for a match with Stockade.
I mean, it's not like Stockade didn't just say he would skin my face and wear it as a hat, but
he did say that. He tweeted that to you actually on a public forum.
Hey, is a past tweet a twat?
It's not a twit.
Okay, so I had to ask that question. I've been wanting to ask that question since I joined Twitter. No, but I really enjoyed the interview, and one of the things here at Studio One is...
You joined Twitter like years ago. You
That's
just
what
never
I was
used
told.
it until recently.
Well, I'm trying to get in the game. In the biz. Not the biz, like Hulk Hogan's audio tapes, the other biz. I'm just trying to get involved. No, but I enjoyed the Lou Torres interview because, he's someone that you don't really get to see that side of, and he really gave a in-depth perspective of his training, of his goals here in Ace, and I wish him nothing but success.
I liked his response to the, if you could have any tag team partner, who would you like to team with?
Yeah, TJ Marconi, because that could be the modern
Champion.
day Shawn Michaels and Diesel type thing. Thank you for not asking me.
Who in that tag team would be the Marty?
No, it's Diesel and Shawn, so both people prosper.
Right, but I'm asking who would be the Marty?
Ooh, Marty Jannetty, Leif Cassidy, and the Hungarian man warrior thing that Just Incredible had to do. Was that not
dude, the Portuguese man warrior?
No, yeah, man.
The Hungarian man warrior?
Yeah, whatever it was.
Holy! I thought you were going to say Hungarian barbarian.
I'm a wrestling connoisseur, but that gimmick fucking sucked. Okay.
Aldo Montoya.
That's it. There you go.
I've wrestled Aldo Montoya. Actually, I wrestled him with Just Incredible, but I wish he wore the mask. It would be great.
Okay, go ahead. Marty, Aldo Montoya, Leif Cassidy.
As those gimmicks.
Gimmicks.
Marty's only done.
Yeah.
But in what is it? Hall of Fame one, put one over and kill one?
You got a fire one.
Or fire one, yeah.
Which is basically killing them.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame and put one over.
I would put over what was that? Hulk Hogan? I'd put over Marty Jannetty.
Okay.
I would put Aldo Montoya in the Hall of Fame.
What the fuck?
And I would fire out Leaf Cassidy Snow.
Oh my god! I call shenanigans on that.
Why?
I seriously call.
Why? Marty, I'm buddies with Marty Jannetty. I gotta.
You got his phone number?
Take care of him.
I'll call him
Of course,
right now.
I got his phone number.
I'll call him right now.
He's a good buddy of mine.
We got Collision Course coming up here for Ace on September the 5th. This match is announced so far. We have TJ Marconi, speaking of which, defending once again against Vince Steele.
His Ace title against Vince Steele.
And for the last time, it has been confirmed this is Vince Steele's last shot. What do you think is going to happen in this contest? Because at our last Super Show here, Marconi was deliberately disqualified to retain his title, which he feels is fair play in order for him to become the greatest champion in the history of
if Vince Steele doesn't win the title back in this match, he goes back to the end of the line.
Absolutely.
So I've been in that situation before. That's got to be, I know for me it was super motivation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I don't know how Vince prepares, how he prepares or strategizes for his match, but I know for me that was a big motivational.
All I could say is to prepare for his last matchup, he was breaking chairs, saying that they were TJ Marconi. I can only imagine what he's going to break to get ready for a Collision Course. We've also got.
Well, he could break Marconi's neck, and that put me out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he would probably win the title if he did that.
We also have one-on-one competition. Azrael, former Fight for Flight champion who recently lost the title, to Ricky Reyes, who recently had the knockdown drag-out fight with Ethan Carter. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's going to be excellent.
It's interesting to see them in a one-on-one contest because obviously Azrael's been in multi-man matches.
Right,
and Reyes has been top 3 best performers we have right now.
Oh, yeah. And that's not even just here. That's best performers. I would say top 10 in the country at least right now.
Yes.
I'm very much looking forward to that. I think both guys are terrific, obviously. Azrael has been around, I should say, for a long time. So he's a vet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I literally right now, I have just been informed that on September the 5th for Collision Course, the Devil's Outlaw Stockade is going to take on Lou Torres. All-Star Lou Torres gets his match. He's going to take on the Devil's Outlaw at Collision Course. I'm excited. I can't speak English. I feel like a Riri.
Does Torres know this yet?
Huh?
Does Torres know this
I
yet?
obviously didn't know because I can't talk fucking English right now.
How do you get these notes before
I just got a note handed to me from some anonymous person. I can't say their name. But this is going to be I'm really excited for this matchup.
I'll be here. I will be here on the 5th.
I will be here, and I will have my battery of attorneys with me as Stockade approaches me.
You should, because I can't.
I have 18 Jewish lawyers. He doesn't stand a chance.
You really only need one.
I have Barry and Ira Shalowitz. I have Aram Leibowitz. I have Lahaim.
Hiram Lipschitz.
I have Hiram Lipschitz. I have multiple Jewish lawyers. It's crazy.
I have Shecky Finkelstein as my lawyer.
And I also have.
I can loan you Shecky Finkelstein for the evening if you would like.
Can you?
Yes, I can get him to be here. He lives in New York, lives in Brooklyn, but I can get him here.
I have to check with Dr. Finkelstein. But I'm excited for that matchup. That'll be huge. I can't wait to tell Dr. Finkelstein.
No, I forget his last name. Shecky Finkelstein, I think, is the same.
Is it Finkelstein?
He might be the same. He might work for the same.
Are they any relation to Uhl and Schmatt Sutzelberger? They're herring merchants out of Queens.
I'm not sure.
Any relation? No?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
I just had to ask.
I don't know. I was trying to check my phone there to see if I could find out, but Siri didn't know.
I'm sorry. I had to ask. You know how rude she is?
Why? What happened?
Siri, have you ever... Siri, what's 0 minus 0?
0 divided by 0.
Oh, is that it?
The answer is 0.
0 divided by 0.
Oh, is that it? Siri, what's 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And you are sad that you have no friends.
Why would that rude bitch be on somebody's phone? Like, does Apple not see a problem with how rude that is? I would have broke the phone by now. That's why I have an Android, because of that rude whore.
She knows it's you. That's why she said you have no friends.
I bet she puts her Apple all over the place, that slut. That's why it's half bid, because that whore's putting it out there for everybody to touch with.
Wow.
Yeah. I know what that tappy piano game's all about.
Siri used to follow me on Twitter.
Yeah? What happened? She told you had no friends like she just did now, that rude whore?
She got rid of me.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Stockade, Lou Torres, September the 5th, in case you didn't hear me the first 60,000 times. We've also got.
This is a terrific show.
I'm really enjoying myself today. But cocaine's a hell of a drug. With that being said, we've got so much going on here at the Studio One. Let's talk SummerSlam because I just happen to be there, and that's why I want to talk about it. I want to be selfish. I partied with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And by partied, I met him.
How the hell are you still awake?
I partied with Ric Flair. That was awesome. I partied with Ric Flair. I got to meet Sting, and I got to meet Daniel Bryan, and all these things, and it was awesome. It was beautiful. What did you think of the show?
Good show overall. Very good show.
How do you feel about the indecisive finish towards the end that everybody's all...
Of Taker and Lesnar took the wind out of the sails of that match. I can tell you that. I wasn't a big fan of the finish, but I don't know.
How was it watching here at the arena? Was that cool?
Oh, it was very cool, man. There was food, and there was like 16 bags of chips, and there was 14 pounds of rice, and there's I brought home. So
there was chips
16...
and rice. Everybody fell asleep after they ate.
I hope so.
How much?
Yeah, and I took home half. You should have seen the crowd. I had a whole tray of stuff I took home. Everybody was here except for you.
I'm sorry, I was there at the Barclays. I'm sorry. I had to be
Ms.
there.
Ark.
Ms.
Ark Ortiz.
I had to be there. I will change that to my Twitter handle for like a day. not 2 days, but maybe another day.
And you paid for tickets too, I heard. Come on, man. Aren't you in this business?
Do I have to get my lawyers on you too?
Jesus.
We're on the same team. So much for that hot tag. Fucking heel turn from hell just now. Jesus Christ.
I've been a heel for 15 years. How the hell how's it a heel turn?
Well, you turned face when you came on the show, but fuck me, right? With that being said, Studio One Podcast. What's your Twitter handle? Because I don't even know mine. So what's yours?
At Joey Image.
And your YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Joey Image.
And you can get me at Twitter at Cheyenne Ortiz _ because real Cheyenne Ortiz is taken by some person that doesn't have that account. Studio One Podcast, it's been a pleasure having you here, even though you just turned heel on me. I can't wait for the blow-off.
I love you, brother.
I can't wait for the blow-off in December.
I can't wait for the blow either.
When I lose to you by a count-out or some shit like that. All right, if you're going to say it, say it to Studio One. We'll see you next time, fans.